In this Webflow Showcase, I want to showcase a site called slowtalk.us. I was initially hired to turn their Figma design into Webflow. So it's very typical that sometimes, especially if, I'm just putting an example, if you're like a startup and you might not have the capital, again, this is just an example, it has nothing to do with Slow Talk, and you have a vision, you know what your website wants, and sometimes they're not, the owner or the person that wants a website are obviously not designers, but they give it a go in Figma or Canva or Photoshop or whatever tool they use. So that's when also it helps to have a web developer who also has an eye for design. And essentially my task was to turn this design into a functioning Webflow site with user experience in mind. But obviously this was a very great client. His name is Lucas. If you're ever watching this, Lucas, how's it going? Thanks for hiring me. And he also obviously met me halfway. So at the times, I said this many times, currently as a website designer and Webflow developer, I can only do so much. It'll be great, and it shows a lot of initiative when the client also meets you halfway. And specifically what they should meet you halfway is explaining what the business is. I've talked about this in the past. You can only do so much because at the end of the day, it's not your business. You don't really understand the target audience, etc. You can make it look a certain way, but it's really important to position the website to speak to the audience, the targeted audience, and also to have correct CTAs. Otherwise, you're just assuming things. So he really helped me in that, which is fantastic. For example, this image of the girl right here that you're seeing, it was his suggestion. It made a lot of sense. I could have went in here and put like something else that I thought was best, but really it had nothing to do with the actual company or its mission or value. So it's always great to be a collaborative process. I think it just makes sense. Right now, straight away, what is this? Amplifying frontline voices to shape the future of healthcare. A nice hero section, hero image, and then a CTA is like, what's going on? Learn more. Click on this. It then scrolls down to the next section or the how section. But before that, this is a functionality called Swiper.js. And again, I don't really want to get straight into detail of what Slow Talk is. I'm just explaining the design process and the functionalities that I've built. That's the main point of this showcase. You guys can read more about it by visiting the website, see the link. And here what we have is a Lottie file or a GIF file, I forget which one, of just like waves, like sounds moving. And of course, it's all branded to the circle in Slow Talk. So it's a cool identity. You also notice that it has that spinning effect again. Yeah, I really like that. Again, it just adds like small detail, like what kind of website does this, You guys might not even notice it was there, but I'm telling you, it's there, it's spinning. And then here you can see that this is like an audio wave. It's very clear, obviously, because it's like, this is a button to play the audio. So right now you can play the audio.
Not a monolith, we are.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's playing audio, and you can see that it has like the duration of each one, and you can pause and play it. That's exactly what the client wanted. And it's also Swiper.js, so you can actually swipe across, or you can use this scroll bar right here, or I like to call it Scrolly. I think I stole it from someone else. They called it Scrolly, but this is Scrolly right here, and it's just endless scroll as well. And this is built through the CMS, so the client can actually add additional CMS items. And you'll notice if I hover my mouse over one of them, it actually blurs the ones on the side. So it's just better user experience when the eyes are more focused to it. And you'll also notice that the center one is the main centerpiece, but we know that it's scrollable because this is peering out from the side, the left and the right. Scrolling down, we just have like the how section. We have a really nice video right here. Again, this is done through a plugin called Wista. So that's how you can click for sound. And you can even pause, and you can even do all that stuff. So this is actually a third-party plugin, video on top of a iPhone in frame. Then just conversation that matters. Then we just have a section like this. Then we just have a get in touch section, and then like a mission statement section. And that's essentially it. We also have a get in touch button when you're ready to proceed. And essentially this is a form that is an embed that links to their whatever manager, like CRM manager, etc. So that is Slow Talk. This is actually the second version of the website. It used to look different. It used to look the same, just with different content, but this was a very fun project to work on. I really, really like, I'm really grateful for being hired, and it was a very, very good client who really respects you. I like to call like an AT client, respectful, and who understands your expertise, didn't micromanage, etc. Those are always the best clients. And yeah, feel free to check out the site yourself, slowtalk.us. Thank you for watching this video. If you found any value, feel free to check out my website, dereksu.com.au/value for more value. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.